Now this is a basic video about how Google search works. If you know this, you can skip this video, but there could be some beginners watching this course, so I had to include this in my course. These are some of the important points everyone should know. Now the first point is that Google search is not case sensitive. Whether you use lowercase letters in your search query or the uppercase or a combination of both, the search results will not change. The second point is that whether you use singular words or plural, for example, whether you use cat or cats, the results will be same. The third is an important point that by default there is a logical operator AND which is used by Google as part of your search term. For example, if you are using two words in your search query, so Google will find out the results in which both the first word and the second word is present. So this is how this AND is by default present there. So if you use three words, AND will be applied to all these three and Google will find the results in which all three words are present. The fourth point is about space. Space is not a searchable character. So if you put something like simple letter A, B or C, you will get some results. But if you put space and press enter, you will not get any results in Google. Now the fifth point is related to this fourth, that sometimes Google ignores this single letters in your search term. And this is the time when Google thinks that it will slow down the result process and it will not improve the quality of the results. So in that case, Google also ignores single letters. So these were some points about Google search, and now we will see how you should proceed with Google search. The first point here is that always start from the basic search. So this is a recommendation by Google that you should always start from the way normally people start. Just put the search query and press enter until you are very comfortable with using the advanced operators. Now the second point is that you should know how Google search works, which we have already discussed in the previous slide. The third point is that there are certain queries which have single answer. For example, you are looking for a time in a particular city or the pronunciation of a word in the dictionary. You should think about that whether you are looking for a single quick answer or you are looking for some results. So if you are looking for a single and quick answer, so there are certain commands available which you can use to get this answer very quickly. And I have a separate video in which I will discuss these quick search terms and how you can find a single answer against your search query. Now, the fourth point is that you should always use the appropriate keywords. Now, this is a skill you will get with time, and as your vocabulary improves in any particular field, you will get this skill. Because keywords are the input to your search query. If you are not putting the appropriate keyword which shows your intention, what you are looking for, the results will not be of very high quality. So using the appropriate keyword is absolute essential and critical for you, because whatever you will learn in this course about the operators, about doing advanced search, if your keywords are not correct, you will not benefit from this. In particular, if you are searching anything for your research or as a graduate student, it's very important that you use appropriate keywords. Now, there are also some search options available. And when you search something, you will see these few options at the top: maps, images, videos, news, and some more options. So if you are searching for images, you should be aware of these options and you should click on images after putting and entering your search query. If you are looking for videos, click on videos. So be aware of this, because otherwise you will be wasting a lot of time. So these were some of the basic points of doing research and how you should proceed with your search queries on Google.